What's happening YouTube? This is Runner from BellatorGero.com. Not arrogant, just better. Just going to give my pre-fight predictions on UFC 121. Brock Lesnar versus Cain Velasquez for the heavyweight title. I think this is a pretty stacked card and I'm looking forward to it, to be honest. UFC 120 was more exciting than I thought. Very good card. Had quite a few shocks with Dan Hardy getting knocked out, which that surprised me because Carlos Condit has not got knockout power, but obviously somehow it just came from nowhere and blew him out of the water. So enough about UFC 120, moving on to UFC 121. First of all, we're starting with Gabriel Gonzaga versus Brendan Schaub. In this fight, I see Brendan Schaub. He's the up-and-comer, he's new, he's younger, but every advantage I give to Gabriel Gonzaga. His jiu-jitsu is better, he's got better striking, he's fought high level of competition, and I give every advantage to Gabriel Gonzaga, but somehow, or some reason, I think that Brendan Schaub's going to take this fight and he's going to win by knockout. Just because I think Gonzaga is too susceptible to getting knocked out, and that's how I see this fight going. I give it to Brendan Schaub, second round, knockout. And in the light heavyweight division, we have Tito Ortiz on his comeback trail versus Hamill. In this fight, I think that they're both good wrestlers, but I don't think Hamill is going to use his wrestling. I think he's going to stand up with Tito Ortiz, which is going to be a bad decision, because Tito Ortiz likes to take people down, ground and pound, and I think that's what Tito Ortiz is going to do for 3 rounds. He's not going to finish Hamill because Hamill's got a good chin, he can take a lot of punishment, but I just see Tito Ortiz getting back on his trail, having a shot at the title, or going for a run at the title, but he's not going to get it. And I think he's going to win this fight by decision, and I just think this is a bad fight for Hamill because I don't think he's to the level of competition where he should be, and he's just going to be one of them people who's just on the outside, like top 10, like Czech Congo or someone like that, who's never going to break into the top 5 of the division, and not with the 205 division, that's just totally stacked. Anyways, I'm going to go with Tito Ortiz and he's going to win by decision. Yeah, that's nice. Decision. And moving on to the third fight on the main card, which is Diego Sanchez versus Paulo Thiago. Paulo Thiago, he is coming off a loss against Kampmann. He got dominated on the ground by Kampmann, and the way Kampmann fights, oh, forget that. And now in the welterweight division we have Paulo Thiago versus Diego Nightmare Sanchez. How do I see this? Diego Sanchez coming off 2 losses, one to John Hathaway and the other to BJ Penn. And I think, not being cruel, but I think Diego Sanchez, his style is falling, and Paulo Thiago, he's just leveling off. For some reason, I don't see Diego Sanchez getting knocked out in this fight. He's got a great chin, he's got good cardio, and for him to win this fight, he needs to take him to the ground and just lay and pray basically, because I don't think he's got knockout power to beat up Thiago. And Paulo Thiago, he has an awkward style of fighting and it's very orthodox. He's got knockout power, obviously, because he knocked out the Cabbage Patch Kid, Josh Koscheck. But Diego Sanchez has a good chin, but you don't want to keep testing it and testing it and testing it, because I think if he gets caught with an uppercut by Paulo Thiago, he's going to sleep. And I'm going to go with Paulo Thiago. He's going to win this fight in the second round via submission. Yeah, submission. Sounds good. Also, in the welterweight division, we have the the ultimate #1 leg humper in the UFC now, Jake Shields versus Martin Kampmann. Jake Shields, in his last fight against Dan Henderson, he took a good few shots in the first round and looked like he was going to lose, but he regained focus, did what he always does, hung on to Dan Henderson, humped his legs for 4.5 rounds or whatever it was, and won the decision. Martin Kampmann, he has the advantage on the feet by a long way. He's got better hands, and that's, in this fight he needs to keep it on the feet, because Jake Shields' stand up is poor, and he's got like little pillow punches, and he don't really knock out people. He just likes to hang on to them, and if they've got a poor ground game, he'll just submit them or whatever. But Jake Shields, he's probably going to have this fight and then maybe another one, and then you're going to see GSP and Jake Shields hump each other for 5 rounds in the championship, and that's how I see this fight going. I see Jake Shields is just going to hump the hell out of Martin Kampmann. If Martin Kampmann can keep it on the feet, then he's got a great chance of winning, maybe knocking Jake Shields out. But I just see Jake Shields humping the hell out of Martin Kampmann for 3 rounds, and he's going to win by decision, same as always. And getting to the main event, we have Cain Velasquez versus Brock Lesnar. Right, everyone is up and down with who they think's going to win and everything like that. How I see this fight is Cain Velasquez has the cardio, he has the heart, he has the speed, he's got a good wrestling background, which is NCAA level 1, but the overwhelming factor in this fight is Brock Lesnar's size, and he is just like Donkey Kong, because on the weigh-ins he'll weigh 265, but on the night of the fight he will weigh 280, 285. Cain Velasquez is going to weigh 240. That is a 45-pound difference. That's the difference between someone fighting at basically 155 and 205, which is a hell of a difference in weight, and I just think it's crazy. Everybody knows that Brock Lesnar's not going to go in there and he's going to go, I'm going to stand with Cain Velasquez because he's got really good hands. No, he's going to say, he might stand for him for a little bit just to go, yep, let him get comfortable, and the second he gets near him, he's going to pick him up, dunk him on his head, and dunk on his ass, and that's just basically Brock Lesnar just punching Cain Velasquez in the face for however long it's going to last, which I don't think it's going to be too long, maybe 2 rounds, but don't get me wrong, I want to see Cain Velasquez win, and I want to see Brock Lesnar lose, but if Cain Velasquez wants to win this fight, he needs to go in there, don't give Brock Lesnar a second to even think about taking him down. Just run at him, take him down, run his ankles, and just try to beat him up like Shane Kampmann did. Yeah, like Shane Kampmann did, and because he's got better cardio and he can go and punch forever, but he's got pillow punches as well. Only time he showed that he had knockout power was against Nogueira, but Nogueira's took a lot of punishment to his face for the last 10 years, so his chin's not as good as it used to be. But anyways, I see this fight going to Brock Lesnar, and he's going to win by 2nd round knockout. Yeah, if it gets that far. Yeah, 2nd round knockout. Sounds good. Yep, that's me for my UFC predictions on 121. Lesnar versus Velasquez. Remember to check us out at bellatorgiro.com, and anybody that wants to post their predictions at the bottom of this video, let me know what you think. And yeah, that's it for me on my UFC predictions 121. Peace.